going to do our autumn landscape drawing. I'm going to start with the line across the bottom for where the ground is. And feel free to pause as much as you need to and take your time. All right, so we are going to create the foreground, a middle ground, and a background. In the foreground, we're going to draw a deer. You guys learned how to draw a deer last year, so hopefully this will be easy for you. So we're going to start with an oval shape, and you should be using pencil. I'm using Sharpie so you can see what I'm doing. An oval shape for the body. And you're going to need to erase some lines, so you want to draw lightly. I'm not going to be able to erase my lines, but that's okay. Okay, and then we do a line that goes above the oval shape and straight down. Okay, that's going to be his neck and head and front leg. And then we do another line back here. And this is going to be one of his back legs and his tail. Okay, and then starting from the underside of the body, you're going to make a curved line. This is going to be the neck and the head of your deer. Okay, now if I was using pencil, I would erase that line, and I would sort of make that go more into the body and erase where I needed to, but I don't. So I'm going to finish the head like this. Add some little ears up here. Eyes. His nose and mouth. Kind of hard to draw it with Sharpie, but hopefully you can see that. Okay, and then we're going to make a line that goes at an angle or diagonal like that. And then one back here. Okay. His tail, little half circle. Okay, now we want to make these legs not just stick legs. So we're going to add another line and a hoof. And then another line here and a hoof. Line here, hoof. And a line here and a hoof. Okay? And then I'm going to draw a couple trees in the foreground. So I'm going to start with the trunk. And do kind of a little Y at the top with the B. And then the top of the tree should be fairly big. That's usually the biggest part of the tree. It's usually bigger than the trunk. It's okay if it goes off the page a little bit. Try not to draw a little popsicle or, lollipop or broccoli trees with the little tiny top. Try to make them look a little more realistic. And then I do these little lines to show where the branches are going up into the leaves. Okay, I'm going to do another one over here. So start with the trunk. Add my Y. And on this one I'm going to add a couple little branches going off, make it look a little more realistic. Okay, go ahead and add my little lines here and my treetop. Okay, now the middle ground, which is right behind the foreground, I do a couple of lines for hills, stopping at my trees so that I don't draw a line through. And then I'm going to make some trees that are a little smaller. So I'm going to do trunk with a little Y at the top. The tree trunk should be smaller, thinner, and shorter. Okay. You can start to see where it's looking like it's going back, getting further away. All right, my background hills. Again, I'm stopping at the trees that I've drawn so I don't draw a line through them. And then I'm going to do some really small trees, so they have really small trunks way off in the background. Okay. So I'd like you to try to do trees in your foreground, your middle ground, and your background, and then you can add other details if you'd like. You've learned how to draw other animals, so you could add other animals in the forest. It's an autumn landscape, so maybe you're going to color or paint your trees with reds and yellows and oranges. Have fun with it, and happy fall.